Before you judge me, listen to everything. Because when I tell you why I ended up with 10 different men, maybe you'll understand. I'm not the villain in this story. Even if I was unfaithful with 10 men. The real problem started long before that. My husband has a lot of money. A lot. The successful type, business trips, expensive hotels, client dinners, constant flights. The man everyone admires. The one who walks into a room and immediately attracts women smiling at him, too interested, overly interested. Women who don't want love. They want status. They want credit cards. They want photos in expensive restaurants. And me. I thought he was different. I thought none of that circus mattered to him. I thought I was enough. How naive. For years, I kept telling myself he only had eyes for me. That those women were nothing. That money hadn't changed him. I trusted him. I defended him. I was the proud wife, the one saying, no, he's not like that. The one who felt special. Until I wasn't. I found out in the most idiotic way. It wasn't a woman at the door or an anonymous message. It was something far more humiliating. The idiot left his WhatsApp synced on the family computer at home, the office computer. Open. Just like that. As if nothing. I didn't go in to spy. I went in out of curiosity. 2 clicks, and my world shattered. Conversations. So many. Too many. Names of women I didn't know. Photos. Messages at all hours. Laughter not meant for me. Promises disguised as flirting. And the worst part wasn't seeing what had already happened. The worst part was realizing that while I was home, he was traveling, and still texting them in real time. Multiple women. Coordinating meetings. Dropping hints. Lying with disgusting ease. I felt rage. Disgust. Humiliation. All at once. But I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I didn't slam the computer shut. I just sat there. Reading. Understanding. Putting the pieces together. Business trips that were no longer just business. Hotels that were not just hotels. Dinners that were not just work. That's when I understood something. He wasn't going to change. And confronting him then would only give him the chance to lie better. So I said nothing. I closed the computer. Poured myself a glass of wine. Looked at myself in the mirror. I'm 45. Yes, I'm an older woman. But I'm also a woman who takes care of herself. Who knows herself. Who knows her worth. And in that reflection, I made a decision that changed everything. If he played dirty, I would play worse. That same night, I went out with a friend. It wasn't spontaneous. It was necessary. I dressed for myself, not to seduce anyone, but to remind myself who I was. We went to a nightclub. Loud music. Lights. People. I wasn't looking for love. I was looking for revenge. And I found it quickly. A stranger. I didn't care about his name. I didn't care about his story. I cared about what he represented. I left that place and ended up at his house. No guilt. No explanations. While my husband was in another city texting who knows how many women, I was doing the same. At that point, I didn't care about anything anymore. The next morning, I woke up different. Not broken. Not regretful. Smiling. The gardener. Yes. The one who came to our house every week. The one who had been looking at me differently for a while. It wasn't complicated. Nothing was complicated after that. Then came the food delivery guy. A brief exchange. Direct. No promises. My friend's friend. Then another one. And another. Even men I would have never looked at before. My son's friends, adults, of course, who never imagined I would look at them. But I did. And I acted. Each one added to the count. Not for pleasure. For control. For balance. To give that bastard exactly what he had given me. 10 men. 10 conscious decisions. 10 times telling myself I was no longer the betrayed wife. I was the woman who chose not to stay still. And the best part is, he doesn't know anything. Not yet. While he keeps traveling, thinking he's untouchable, thinking he's the clever one, I keep smiling. Planning. Adding. And I don't intend to stop. I keep going. And when I say I keep going, I mean it literally. Everywhere I go now, my mind doesn't work the same way. Before, I would enter a place thinking about what I had to do. Now I enter observing. Watching. Detecting opportunities. Not with desperation, but with calm. Like someone who knows she can choose. At the gym, for example. Before, I would train quickly and leave. Headphones on, zero eye contact. Not anymore. Now I take my time. I look around. I smile when someone looks at me. And it's ridiculously easy. A simple comment about an occupied machine, help adjusting a weight, a conversation that starts innocent and ends with coffee later. I'm not looking for promises. They aren't either. And that makes it perfect. Nights out with friends used to be just laughter and complaints. Now they're fertile ground. There's always someone who comes closer. A friend of a friend. A stranger who joins the table. And I'm there, no visible ring, no guilt, no fear. They talk to me. They ask my age. When I say 45, they open their eyes. Not in rejection. In surprise. And that gives me a satisfaction I didn't expect to feel. In stores too. Yes, even there. A casual conversation in line, a joke, a glance that lasts a second too long. Exchanging numbers is no longer unusual. It's almost automatic. And every time it happens, something inside me grows. As if I had been switched off for years without realizing it. At the beach, it's on another level. That's where I understand how far this really goes. I walk alone, read, have a drink, and someone always appears. Simple comments. Nothing vulgar. Genuine interest. Men of different ages, different styles. Some want something temporary. Others want to know me more. I decide. I set the pace. I make the rules. And no, I didn't expect to have this much success. Not at all. I thought this would be a one-time revenge. One strike and that's it. But it turned into something much bigger. It gives me back something I didn't know I had lost. Confidence. Self-esteem. The certainty that I'm still attractive. That I still matter. That I'm not invisible, like my husband made me feel for so long. Each new man isn't just a number. It's confirmation. A slap in the face to the lie I believed. That absurd idea that time turns you off, that after a certain age you're only looked at out of habit. A lie. A complete lie. And meanwhile, that bastard carries on the same way. Messages from hotels. Quick calls. Excuses. I listen and think about everything he doesn't know. Everything I do know. We sleep in the same bed. We share breakfasts. And I carry a silent count that he can't even imagine. 10 men. And counting. I don't do it just for fun. That's what many people won't understand. I do it because every encounter is a way of reclaiming power. Of balancing the scales. Of no longer being the woman who gets lied to in her face. And now I ask you, whoever is listening. What do you think? Really? Is what I'm doing wrong? Is it unfair? Is it too much? Or is it exactly what a man deserves who lied to me for so long, exposed me, made me look like a fool while he enjoyed his double life? Because no one forces me to stay faithful while he isn't. No one tells me I'm playing alone. Tell me something else. If you were in my place, would you do the same? If you discovered that the person you trust is cheating on you coldly, would you stay correct? Or would you also cheat, like I did, to feel like you're taking back what was stolen from you? I'm not saying this is an example. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it's my answer. My way of getting revenge. My way of not crying in silence. And I'm not done yet.